We don't have a political problem in America. We have a spiritual problem. Our spiritual resolve has been broken, and that's why everybody's comfortable lying, seizing power by any means necessary. And this is on both sides. There is no political savior. The Republicans aren't going to save this country. The Democrats aren't going to save this country. Men who believe in God are our only hope. God is the only thing that's going to save this country. We're in total free fall.
Men who believe in God are our only hope. Our spiritual resolve has been broken, and everybody is comfortable lying. That was commentator Jason Whitlock. He appeared on Fox News with guest host Tulsi Gabbard and spoke about the stream of lies from Republican Congressman George Santos. Santos got elected after lying about his education, work record, background, and family. Whitlock blamed the shameless Santos fabrications on an American culture that has abandoned God. That's right, it wasn't that Santos, a Republican, was a total fraud. Now, according to Whitlock, a Donald Trump supporter, American culture is to blame for turning away from spirituality.
There's no reason to respect any of these typical politicians. The reason why many of us were attracted to Donald Trump is because he wasn't a typical politician. He was very flawed, but you could actually believe what he said, even though he was a flawed man. Most of these politicians are not. A lot of the American public thinks that religious faith is optional in this country. It's just not. I'm not telling everybody they got to believe what I believe, but this country ran a lot better when the culture respected God and had a fear of God and felt like it answered to God. You just wouldn't get on TV and tell the kind of lies he was telling and just brush it off as, hey, the voters are too stupid. I don't even owe them an explanation.
Jason, listen to yourself. Are you talking about Donald Trump or George Santos? Yeah, I know. You were talking about Santos. And that's the problem. You embraced and repeatedly forgave the false deity of Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is arguably the biggest liar in America. Unlike George Santos, who made up his work history, family tree, and upbringing, Donald Trump lied in office, lied in the White House, the presidency, about things that brutally divided this country and caused violence. You know, the 2020 election, democracy. In any case, this is the way a lot of Bible thumpers operate. They are selective in their morality. And then they blame things they don't like on a lack of God or the abandonment of spirituality. The irony is that Jason Whitlock, in his 3-minute-long appearance on Fox News, actually made some arguments that I think we can agree on. For example, he noted there isn't the public shaming of liars that there was a generation or two ago.
I was watching George Santos, and he doesn't feel like he answers to anybody. And he certainly doesn't answer to the American people. He thinks they're stupid. But there was a time, I've lived long enough, when a man's word actually meant something. A handshake, you make a promise, you stand on, but those times are long past. They certainly don't exist in politics.
That's right, those times when a person's word meant something are long past. But here's something else that is over: intellectual honesty and consistency. If Jason Whitlock wanted to be taken more seriously, he would call out the lies and lack of morality of Donald Trump. When Donald Trump was lying and blasting God's Latino children starting in 2016, where was Whitlock? Did Whitlock accuse Donald Trump of abandoning God? How about when it was revealed over and over that Donald Trump defiled women and cheated on his wife? Did Whitlock say Donald Trump represents an America that has lost its soul and moral compass? No, because Whitlock was too enamored and in love with Donald Trump to call him out the way Whitlock now calls out American culture. I agree that our celebrity culture and lack of shame or honesty is a growing problem in America, and perhaps part of that did contribute to the shameless lies told by George Santos. But to pin all of this, or even much of this, on not believing or fearing God, that is absurd. There are plenty of non-believers in America who tell the truth and have some self-respect. And there are plenty of political heroes like Donald Trump and others promoted by Jason Whitlock who are absolute religious hypocrites. Jason, don't join them. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for watching. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section.